All right. Thank you very much for coming. One of the main reasons why I'm here this morning is that I wanted to clarify the tax amnesty that we plan to introduce within the next couple of weeks. Now, let me first define what a tax amnesty is, because during the debate on the media review, quite strangely, the leader of the opposition asked, what is a tax amnesty? And just let me go back in time before I do that. Over the last 10 years or so, the government, various governments of Trinidad and Tobago, have granted tax amnesties as follows. In 2008, there was a tax amnesty between August 2007 and April 2008. In 2010, that would have been under the former PNM administration. In 2010, there was a tax amnesty between the 8th of September 2010 and the 31st of May 2011. In 2014, there was a tax amnesty up to March 31st. In 2014, there was a tax amnesty effective up to March 31st, 2015. In 2016, there was an amnesty, a tax amnesty between July 2016 and September 2016. So if we go back in time over the last 10 years or so, we'll see there have been at least 4 tax amnesties. Now, what's an amnesty? A tax amnesty is a facility that allows the waiver of penalties and interest on outstanding tax liabilities for a specific period of time. So if we look again, let's look at the amnesty that was granted in 2016. That was from July to September. It was in fact just about 2.5 months, from the beginning of July to around the middle of September in 2016. The taxes that are eligible for an amnesty include the following: corporation income tax, individual income tax, health surcharge, value-added tax, insurance premium tax, insurance surrender tax, pension refund tax, supplemental petroleum tax, petroleum profits tax, unemployment levy, green fund levy, gaming tax, and the other taxes such as the online tax, the hotel tax, and so on. So this particular amnesty that we will introduce to become effective around the middle of June to the middle of September, it's a 3-month amnesty, will waive penalties and interest that may have accumulated or are due on tax liabilities for all taxes that attract penalties and interest. In the past, the tax amnesties have targeted different types of taxes, such as individual personal income tax, corporation tax. Sometimes it targets petroleum tax, value-added tax, etc. This particular amnesty will target all taxes that attract penalties and interest. And in the same way that there was a notice posted on the Ministry of Finance website back in 2010, and it's still there. If you go and look on our Ministry of Finance website, you will see it there. There is a notice with regard to the tax amnesty that was introduced from 2010 to 2011, and it says, to all individuals and companies who have not filed their returns of income for any year up to the year 2009, all interest on outstanding taxes will be waived if taxes are paid during the period 8 September 2010 to 31st May 2011. This includes business levy and green fund levy due and payable as at 31st December 2009. All interest charged on any payment made before September 2010 will be waived. All penalties, further tax and additional tax due and payable on outstanding taxes will be waived if taxes are paid during the period 8 September 2010 and 31st May 2011. And it goes on to give further details with respect to penalties for not filing tax returns and so on. So we are going to waive all of the penalties for not filing tax returns of all types, and all of the penalties and interest associated with all of the taxes that attract penalties and interest. We will be publishing a similar notice on the Ministry of Finance website, but that would be around the time that we finalize the legislation, because we have to look at the year of income. It will most likely be all taxes due up to the 15th of September 2019, let me correct that. It will be most likely a waiver of penalty and interest on all taxes due and payable and not paid up to September 15th, 2019, but we have to finalize that. But I will publish the complete list of taxes where the amnesty will apply and the effective date in terms of the amnesty. Now, if you go on the Ministry of Finance website again, well, actually the Inland Revenue Division website, there is a question and answer link, and it answers a number of questions, like, for example, what is the tax amnesty of 2016? And the answer is there. There's a you press on the link, and there's a drop-down menu giving you the answer. So, for example, on the tax advisory notice right now on the Inland Revenue Division website, it says the tax amnesty of 2016, this is the one that we did, is a facility that allows the waiver of penalties and interest on certain outstanding tax liabilities during the period the 1st of July to the 16th of September 2016. Another question, which taxes are affected by the tax amnesty 2016? And the answer is there. You click on the drop-down menu and you get this answer. This amnesty affects the following taxes: income tax, including PAYE, corporation tax, petroleum tax, value-added tax, withholding tax, business levy, further tax, and additional tax. And then they actually give you a definition of further tax and additional tax. Then another question, which liabilities are waived under tax amnesty 2016? And the answer is, the liabilities waived are interest and penalties on outstanding taxes, penalties on outstanding tax returns. Another question, under what circumstances will interest on outstanding taxes be waived during the tax amnesty 2016? And it says interest will be waived where taxes or levy are paid during the amnesty period or on any of the listed outstanding taxes which are due and payable for years of income up to and including the year 2015. And it goes on, a number of questions and answers, which penalties will be waived. Again, they speak to the penalties due on unpaid taxes and so on. And it asks, will penalties be waived for not filing tax returns, and penalties on late filing? This is the answer. Penalties on late filing of outstanding tax returns will be waived where the income, corporation, and petroleum tax returns are filed during the amnesty period. So all of it is there on the Ministry of Finance website. It's been there since 2016, this question and answer, Inland Revenue Division. So I was a bit shocked when I was asked, what is a tax amnesty and how does it work? And actually an insinuation that does it mean that people don't have to pay tax? Kind of a ridiculous question. So it's allows people to pay their tax without penalties. So that's the amnesty.